Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, man. It's your boy Chill the Phenomenal, man. I just want to come back on here and do a short video. You know, in the midst of my trials and tribulations, my situations and everything what's going on in my life. From me having it all, working 2 or 3 jobs during the time, knowing how to day trade, trying to start my business and all of that. Um, and you know, and I'm getting into a new car. I was living in my place for like 4 years or so, keeping up with everything, and then everything just went left on me. As far as not me proper managing and not me keeping up with things like I was supposed to. As far as like losing so much money day trading, losing so much money trying to help out, and just trying to put so much money into other things, investing and all of that, but didn't have the right proper management, to manage my money well, and on top of that, spending money on things that I really did need it, like for the place, you know, um, I barely was spending money on me, on myself. And even if I was spending money, I was spending money on like, food and all of that stuff, just to keep me going. And for the car, for my maintenance, all of that stuff, for the basic needs. But what I really wanted to say is that, man, all of those things, all of those things that I had all of those things. You know, I really came to I really came to mind that money didn't really matter to the point that I was so stuck. I was so stuck on getting back to where I was, where I left off at when I very first changed my life around. I changed my life around when I was 22 years old. I made that change. I decided to leave my hometown to go to a different city or whatnot. During the time then, I was staying with family members uh, that I haven't seen in so long. Uh, when I moved there, I was making I was finally building I was built not finally, but I was building a relationship with my little cousins that I never met before. Um, staying with an older cousin and everything, just to get me back on my feet. I was going through the hurdles, going through different jobs and temp services and all of that, and I was still new to it because my life, my life was somewhere, you know, so much in my home to where I was at, my hometown, where I came up and how I grew up. It's like, it was kind of hard. It was very hard at first, changing my life around, coming from the streets and all of that. But what I what I want to say is that, all of that up until up until I got back into a relationship again at 24 years old. That didn't work out. Um, going through different jobs again. I finally came across a job that I actually stayed on for 3 years or so. Um, got into a relationship again. This time it was you know, that's someone that was actually putting so much effort in and helping out. Uh, because she was young. She was young during the time, and by that time, when I seen like different patterns going on in my life and what I was doing wrong, I was looking for love. I was chasing after love, not not knowing that the love that I had was already inside of me, you know. And it takes those hurdles, man. It takes so many obstacles, unless you really catch on, unless you really get to a point in your life and you say, not enough is enough, and you let go all of the things that you see and that you was feeling from the past, and you figure out like something is not right, something is not something like this is a pattern going on. And the whole time my heart was just in the way. When I love hard. When I love hard. And that taught me a very, very valuable lesson. When your heart, when you have a caring, strong heart, like a heart that, man, you will give somebody your last. I'm talking about literally your last. And when you really need it the most, that's the kind of heart will get you in a place that you will, I won't say regret, but you will end up in a place that you would never thought that you would end up at. And God had to teach you those lessons, not to rely and not to put your love and your trust in everybody, to only lean on Him, lean into Him. Give all your love, your trust, your support, give everything to Him. But He had to show me all of that. He had to show me all of that. Like I had to literally learn and go through all of that stuff. I had to, because in my mind, I was I was somewhat stubborn, but I just didn't know. In a way, I was very smart and aware of a lot of things. Had knowledge, and still have knowledge and gain more knowledge. But those times like that, when you seen so many red flags and seen the signs, especially when you never really been taught, and you really came up hard, like really hard, like a real hard knock life. Like you really came up like from both sides of the family, and you really never been taught how to express, how to love, how to communicate, how to set boundaries, you know, what to go after, what's what is your main purpose of going after what you're going after. Things, valuable things, you really never been taught in life. And all of that you have to learn by yourself, going through all the ups and downs, all the hurdles, all the obstacles. I'm talking about so many things that I'm talking about you could have been. I'm talking about literally. Now, I'm not giving no one. I'm not giving no one a what do you call it? I'm not giving no one in a mindset to think that they can do this. But I hope you don't think about considering doing this. But I'm talking about you go through so much when you literally can kill yourself and come back again. Literally. That's just how bad it was in my life. Like you can literally kill yourself and come and just come right back and reborn again. That's just how bad it was. But I take that of actually killing your flesh, like literally killing your flesh so you can reborn again as a renewed spirit, a renewed mind, a renewed, new heart, everything. And I had to learn and still learning, but I got way much better. Thank God that I had to go through that process of pruning. And like I said, I'm still currently am. But going through that what made me look back like, man, you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame nobody but yourself. But I come on here to say, man, I know a lot of people is really, really struggling. And for me to still have the the resilience, the confidence, the fight, the word of God, the heart to still present these videos, to put these videos out there for you guys, man. And I'm living in my car after I lost everything, and I'm living in my car right about now, going on for like almost 6 months or so now. Almost 6 months or so now. And just watching other people's videos on YouTube, because I like to hear other people speak. When I hear them speaking and seeing the comments of, like people relating messages, sending God messages, putting God messages out there, and actually letting other people know that, hey, you're not the only one. You're going through all of this because you're chosen. If you're not chosen, God is pruning you in the season for a bigger blessing in your life. And watching those comments, looking at, sometimes I just recently stopped watching and reading other people's comments, but just looking at those comments, man, and seeing other people's stories and with their situations, what they're going through in life, man, I'm like, man, even in my situation, I'm like, man, I gotta put more messages out there, man. Like, people is actually going through it. I have the mindset, I have the mental capacity to actually go through and deal with this. But sometimes, man, it gets real dark. It gets real dark. But I believe my dark days, my darkest moments are over with. Um, it's just a few more tests that I have to pass. I know where I'm currently at in my life. I know that I have to go through a few more tests that I have to pass. And I feel like my miracle is there. You know, but I want to say that, but for the people who's actually going through it, man, like, and they don't have the mental and the mindset to get past another day, man, listen, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Like I'm here for you, because I know that you need it more than I do, probably. I know that you probably do. And I'm sitting right here literally in my car, you know, living in my car, man. I'm talking about, just to put this message out there, like, you wouldn't imagine what I'm going through. Like, I was abandoned by family, just because I came back wanted to start my business back up, wanted to get back on my feet and everything. Trying to stop my business, because I lost everything trying to stop my business on my own, but I was actually still seeking out for help, but didn't have the right support or right help, especially didn't have the right partner staying and living with me. No, because I was actually putting everything into that person, trying to build that person up, working 2 jobs, trying to day trade and trying to keep up with everything, the bills and all of that stuff. That I was mentally draining myself, spiritually draining myself at the same time. Like I was asking for death. But just to see you guys going through that stuff, man, in those comments, I was like, man, God, I gotta put more messages out there. It's not about me. It's not about me. Even though my situation is the way it is, it's still not about me. And I never had that. That's why that last video that I just put out, I was like, man, how can I let go, Father? Like, how can I let go, God, when letting go and putting everything in your hand sounds so selfish. But that comes from me looking out for so much people, putting everybody on the pedestal before me and putting everybody first before me because of the heart I have. And that's just not the way how God operates. And he had to let me know that, you know, he's God. He's letting me know that I have to put everything into his hands now. Let everything go, so he can work things out for my favor. So, man, I come on here, man, listen, whatever you're going through, God is not going to leave you. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. He's actually building you up. Some things that we need to go through so we can become stronger. And that's not that's not the word that what we be looking for. We don't want to hear that. But it's necessary, and it's really meaningful, because when you come out of it, man, you could be like, man, I wish that I never doubted this. I wish that I never feared this. I wish that I never. Why did I got scared? What was the reason of me getting scared? And when you look at it, you see that the blessings that he poured on into your life, man, you will be like, man, I'll be ready for the next season when it comes around. you know. And that's just exactly how it be. That's exactly how it is. So man, I come on here, man. If whoever watched this full video, I didn't really want to make it too long, but you know, I haven't built my community up like that. But I'm hoping that my messages get around and actually being looked at and watched, so other people can see it as well. And man, trust and believe. I know what you're going through. You just don't know. In my situation, but I can feel you from what you going through right now. You could probably feel me, probably part of it, because of what you experiencing right now in this moment. But trust me, yeah, we all on the same page. We all here. You know, the only thing is for you to really do is build yourself up, man. Get rid of that old negative thinking, those old patterns, those old habits, those old beliefs, those old, that old character of you. It's not going to work into that new season. It's not going to work. Trust me, because I'm going through it. I'm going through it currently. I'm going through it now. Trust me, it's not working. The old you is not going to work. What God has gotten prepared is preparing you for into the new season. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all, man. So I want y'all to be mindful. Be spiritually mindful of the things that what you're going through in life. Be spiritually mindful. Be open-minded. Be aware. Be aware of things in this world, in life. Be aware of people. Be aware of family. Be aware of your friends. Everything. Because everything is teaching you a lesson. It's teaching you a lesson regardless. So if y'all, if someone watched the full video of this, man, just leave me a comment. Let me know that you watched the full video. I'll be happy if one person did. You know, and just share it. Just share it. Just continue on and keep praying and keep God first. Just keep God first, man, and keep pushing.